Going on, everybody? We welcome you back to another Top Recruit interview presented by Palomar Insurance. Please go support the people that support us. We're talking to Eli MacNeal. He plays quarterback at Carlsbad. We did a video on this about the generational run that they are on with their last four starting quarterbacks now going to play Division I Ball 5 if you include the current tight end at Michigan. Eli, congratulations. Let's start with your decision on Cornell. That's awesome. Super proud of you. What went into that?
Yeah, it's just I think my decision ultimately came down to my relationship with the coaches. I've known Coach Solanstrom, the head coach, for a while. He came down a while, when I was a younger player, recruited our receiver Griffin Rosenblum, who I'm also close with. So I had that connection there. I really liked the OC, Coach Reeder. And then when I went down for my visit, it felt right. And so yeah, it was just the right decision to make.
Ivy League's no joke, academic or athletic, but you also then have to be able to balance those two at a really high level. Where does the ability to do that come from for you? Where does the motivation to do that come from for you?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's gonna be a challenge, but all right. I hold myself to a high standard, so I know I'm up to it, and yeah, I'm just ready for a challenge. It's already kind of a hard thing to do in high school. We have a high standard at Carlsbad football, and also I like to maintain my grades all as well. So, yeah, I'm just ready to keep stepping forward.
It does get deceptively cold on a Friday night at Carlsbad. You got the wind whipping up. I'm sure you've had to use hand warmers and whatnot, but have you tried playing football yet in the snow?
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's gonna
Uh,
be a new experience for me.
I was gonna say, is that part of have you been there in the winter to experience what that part of New York is like?
I haven't. I've been to a few Ivies in the spring, and it's still cold, which surprised me. But yeah, it's something I'm about to get used to. But I'm excited for it.
I will promise us that you'll come check in with us once you've completed a year at Cornell to let us know what throwing a football in 0 degrees is like, because that feels like it in and of itself is its own talent.
Oh
Talking
yeah,
about talking about this year, camp is here. We as of recording this, there's scrimmage week. People will watch this over the next week or two. So just talk in general. How are the vibes for this season?
they're good. I think definitely high spirits. Really excited to get back out there. Yeah, rejuvenated squad a little bit. My senior year, so it's all exciting. We're super pumped.
2000 plus and 2000 plus yards, 20 plus touchdowns for you last year. You've got a massive offensive line, a couple of college commits there, guys that we have featured. And that feels like you got to have a pretty high bar set for yourself. I'm assuming as a team, you're going to say, we want to win a CIF championship. We want to go to state, all sorts of cliches like that. So maybe for yourself, what are some goals that you have this season?
Honestly, I haven't set anything in stone. I just think taking it day by day and game by game is important. Just for me, just trying to be the best leader I can has been really important for me. I'm still working on it. There's a lot of things I could do to, keep improving. But yeah, just trying to be the leader of our team has been really huge for me, and not falling short of the standard that we have set here has been my goal.
Now, I'm always curious, what is more enjoyable for a quarterback, having the nice toys at skill position or at the lineman? Because right now, like I said, you got some of those big guys blocking, and that feels like something that maybe doesn't get appreciated on a play-to-play basis, but really helps set you up for success.
hmm Yeah, I mean they're both super nice. Like last year, our O-line was amazing. The only time I got sacked was versus Granite Hills, was our last game. Just kind of a wild stat if you think about it. So yeah, that's super nice. Um, but having some great receivers is a great thing to have. And I think this year we have a pretty good blend of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is there one game that you would say, hey, if people get a chance to come out to one Carlsbad game this year, come to this one?
I would say just like our league games. I mean, Mission, LCC, even San Marcos would probably give us a good game. So yeah, those ones will be fun.
All
Um,
particularly
yeah.
hype. I'm curious for you, what's the experience playing in front of the loud crowd? Because hypothetically, you want as ruckus and loud of a crowd as possible, but sometimes as a quarterback, they can be too loud, question mark. Because for the people that don't know and don't haven't gone to watch Carlsbad football games, like the loud crowd is coordinated with pyrotechnics and balloon arches and DJ. Like this is the one of the elite fan bases in all of San Diego high school sports.
Yeah, they do a great job. I'm an ASB, and so like I see a lot of what happens there, and it's pretty impressive. So it's a lot, but I think I tune it out pretty well. And like when you're on the field, I don't. It's not as noticeable as you would think. So it's okay. That for that part, it's okay for me.
So overall, it's a blessing. You like playing in front of a home crowd like that on a Friday night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What's more enjoyable, a home win in front of a crowd like that or a road win where you get to silence a pretty big crowd? Because you guys are usually getting everybody's best shot on a Friday night.
hmm I still think for me, I like the home ones. They're a lot of fun.
Deal. I like asking this to all the seniors. There's no right or wrong answer to any of this, but for you, or maybe for either you personally or as a class, what do you want to leave behind as a legacy?
Well, we want to win the Open Division Championship. I think that's the main thing. And I just want to be a guy that, has been a leader and set a high standard. That's really what I want.
There you go. The standard is set for open division or bust. That's the kind of mentality that you have to have. To be a Carlsbad Lancer, thank you very much, Eli, for joining us. Congratulations again on your decision to commit to Cornell. We are all supportive and just proud of all the student athletes going on to represent us at the next level. And I say this blanketly to all guys. Look, I am not a good quarterback analyst, but I say this about any quarterback going into the Ivy League. You never know if it's the next Ryan Fitzpatrick. So why not say, hey, I knew future NFL vet Eli MacNeal someday when you got to go watch him at Carlsbad. Thank you again for being on with us. Congratulations on your decision. And talk to you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.